Fittingly enough, my first video for Pesach Sheni didn't record. So this is my Pesach Sheni video. Pesach Sheni teaches a person that they always have a second chance. That second chance is built inherently within the first chance. Pesach Sheni is its own mitzvah. This mitzvah is that there is a second chance inherent within the first chance, and a gap within those two chances.
Oh, what is it? I can't hear you.
Pesach Sheni is for those who couldn't bring the Pesach sacrifice for whatever reason, being ritually impure, or being on a far journey, or just couldn't get to the temple. And so it's a second level inherent within the first level. In a certain sense, this is not much different than Purim and Shushan Purim. The walled city represents those who are Zadikim. And for Pesach Sheni, the concept of being on a far journey is a little bit like a Zadik. It's on its own spiritual journey. Another aspect of Pesach Sheni is the gap in between these 30 days between Pesach and Pesach Sheni. One is obligated to bring a korban if he becomes it's called a convert who converts. In other words, we are all converts, but who officially converts between these 30 days. Converts actually means takes on all the mitzvot. Isn't this more of a Zadik? Takes him on at a different level. Then the other group that has to bring the Korban Pesach on Pesach Sheni, their first Pesach, so to speak, is the Katan, who becomes a major, becomes a man. A Katan that becomes a Gadol. Isn't this also the same level of growth, of personal growth? That's the in-between part. Always remember that within anything, the in-between is higher than the two extremes. The in-betweenness. This is evident in the depiction of the letter Aleph, with the Yud on top, the Yud on the bottom, and the Vav in the middle connecting them. The connection is higher than the two extremes. In a certain sense, in this way, these counting of the 29 days of the Omer, being the included middle here, raises this elevation of Pesach Sheni to a higher level than could be reached without the counting of the Omer in between. The Vav in the middle is always a higher level. Yibum Va Halitza. Tohu Va Bohu. Priya Varivya. This This Vav elevates the second part higher. We know that Pesach Sheni is higher because remember that Pesach is Hag HaMatzah, Matzot. And this Matzot is the Yetzer Hara. It's the Hag of the Yetzer Hara. And this Pesach, we have to clear out, we search our bodies, we search our houses, which is our bodies, our bet, by a candlelight, by the soul, for any traces of Yetzer Hara, Humetz. Humetz being changed into matzah. These days of Pesach, especially the first day of Pesach when matzah is required, is done, you eat the matzah within purity, where there's no humetz. Pesach Sheni, we've come back to a normal state of life. There's no extra cleaning now. We're returned to eating of humetz. And your matzah, the Hag HaMatzah of Pesach Sheni, is done of matzah within impurity. We are pure within the impure, not just pure within the pure, pure within the impure, within the Sitra Achra. This is the Zaddik. This is the Zaddikim level of Pesach Sheni. It's a second level because even within perfection we still rise. We're all born in perfection. In perfection. In perfection. And we can only rise in these levels of perfection. And that's the great secret here of Pesach Sheni. The mitzvah is only to have some matzah on the day of Pesach Sheni, the daytime meal. This elevates one to a higher level of consciousness. There's always a second chance. That second chance is built inherently within the first chance. That second chance is a mitzvah on its own. Within the second chance, there's even a second chance. Hag HaMatzah, Matzot, is related to the letter He, which is the letter for matzah. This He is the feminine. It's the woman. There are always two He's in the Yud K Vav K. Each of those He's actually has a split of two-ness within it. So there's two levels of observance even within this second level of observance. This second level of observance has to include the Vav. The middle part, because this level of observance takes place during the counting of the Omer. So Pesach Sheni is not only within the context of Pesach, it's within the context of these days of the counting of the Omer, of the growth, the stations necessary to culminate the giving of Torah. And that's what Pesach Sheni symbolizes, occurring on the same week as Lag BaOmer, and for some Lad BaOmer. That's why I elevate this entire week. This entire week of starting, it's the fifth week, the week of Hod, or from the bottom, the week of Tiferet. I like to count this as the week of Tiferet. It's more obvious when you go up from the bottom that the Lag BaOmer, as the 33rd day, is Tiferet Sheb'Tiferet. It's a great secret. From the top, it's Hod Sheb'Hod. There are other ways to count this too. But the din is over in Hod Sheb'Hod. It's a window, a finality. And Pesach Sheni is a stage along this way. The 30 days after Pesach also symbolize this as a relation to the Nazir oath, because 30 is the days of the oath. It's a Yud Hey, which will be the name of Yud Kei Vav Kei in Olam Haba. This 30 is again a mirror image, a tunis of the Yud Hey. How the Hey is contained within the Yud. These are the great secrets. Today is the day of tunis, because the mitzvah is the second aspect. The Pesach Sheni is its own mitzvah. So it's actually elevating the concept of tunis, elevating the concept of the letter bet that starts Bereshis. Bet, Reshis, two starts. Is this not the holiday of two starts? Because Pesach is its own, obviously, its own start. If not the, one of the most important days of the year is Pesach. One must feel there's a Pesach every day of the year. Leaving Mitzrayim. Isn't this obvious and evident that there's a tunis involved in the start with Pesach and with Rosh Hashanah? And in Rosh Hashanah, 2 days of Rosh Hashanah, biblically. And that's the second aspect of each thing. So Pesach has a Pesach Sheni, and Rosh Hashanah has a 2 days. Each of these have tunis involved, as I expressed before. This is what happens. The letter Bet, which is the letter of this world. This world is all about two. First chance, second chance, which is inherent in each chance. So 2 which are 4. Ever hear that before? Pesach Sheni symbolizes that, and that's why we have 2 to fill in. Symbolizing Pesach. These are deep issues, beautiful issues that elevate the consciousness, which is what Judaism is all about. The consciousness that you walk around with and interact with people. And when you lie down and think, that's what religion is all about. And this is a constant elevation which is evident and demonstrated on Pesach Sheni. Beautiful thought to have on a beautiful day.